while looking for performance and high performance. But Indian investors looking at the standpoint from an Indian investor, where people are still grappling to the penetration of mutual fund at a very fundamental level is very low. People are still trying to understand what a mutual fund is. Most domestic investors are not exposed to mutual fund. Then from his point of view, when mutual fund is not as democratized as it's globally, from that investor's mindset point of view, how do we approach, how to take this offering to him and make a case for it in a simplified form? Looking at, he's just getting started. The mutual fund industry is in a state of infancy, and they're just getting used to it. The whole growth we have seen has happened in the past 5 years.
People should have time to indeed get used to it, and as long as there's nice products available, they can start getting used to it. And I would say that it's very good there's more products coming on the Indian market, and people slowly take more exposure to global markets. And again, it's because of, they have to look at their own preferences, they have to look at their own return expectations, and then they pick a product. But I guess in general, if you can get 9% on an interest rate account, with inflation almost in double digits, it becomes the scope of funds he can choose from is quite limited. He has to go into equities probably. He'll have to go probably in emerging markets equities, because that's the only product range where you can really still have above 10% returns for more than just 1 year. So I guess that in India there will be more and more of these funds being launched, simply because people will demand it. And they take some fixed income exposure probably if they're concerned about the markets, maybe if they want to time some corrections. But longer term, I guess most demand will be for high return emerging markets products.
But from a product strategist point of view, how should an investor approach in combining all these things in a single portfolio? He has the whole alternative. He is used to the Indian investments only. He's getting started with, so far he has been buying some stock and making and bank deposit, and now gradually he is beginning to move into mutual fund, domestic fund to begin with, and now we have these offerings which he has to combine in his portfolio. So you would have seen it in other geography. What is your experience? I would like you to share some of those, that how investors in a country which gets open to foreign investment or this opportunity, how do they approach it, how do they embrace it, and how it evolves?
I must say I've been in India now for almost 2 weeks, and we were talking to a lot of clients, and to be honest, I was a bit surprised to hear that